All right, hi everyone. Welcome back for another Barefoot Balance. I should take off my shoes already. I completely forgot about that. So today all you need is yourself. Take off your shoes. It's optional to have socks on if you want. Just make sure you are in a space where you're not going to slip, and then where you're going to have somewhere to hold on to if you do happen to fall. So we are first going to start with a warm-up, and I normally just warm up the lower body the most because that's what we're working on, lower body and core. So we're just going to start warming that up. Start with some marches. And I'm sorry if I sneeze or sound nasally. As I said in a previous video, I am working on some allergies right now, so I apologize if any of that bothers you. So we're going to start with some side steps. And back to marching. Back to side steps. We're just working on warming up the bottom, lower body. And butt kickers. All right, bend at the waist, reach for the ground. Reach for one side. Back to center. And reach for the other side. Back to center, get a deeper stretch here. Walk out your hands a little bit. Rocking back onto the heels. Stretching out those calf muscles, stretching out the hamstrings. From tippy toes to heels. All right, walk it back and come on up. All right, bring those feet together. We're gonna do hip circles. And reverse it. All right, widen the feet, side lunges, side to side. Warming up the inner thighs. Keep the shoulders back. Now hold it, really get into that stretch, really lower down into it. Come on up, other side, really lower down into it, stretch out that inner thigh. And come on up. All right, let's do some shoulder circles back. Warming up the shoulders, upper neck area. And bring it forward. All right, and roll out the neck. Big, big, slow circles. And reverse it. All right, back to center. Let's take 3 deep breaths in and out, and in, out, in. All right, we are going to start warming up. Sorry, we already, sorry. We're gonna start in with our first exercise. You're gonna balance on that right leg. Right arm comes forward. We're bringing that left leg back. So it's gonna look like this. We're holding it. So if you want a chair, you can put the chair in front of you right there. We're working on stabilizing that ankle. Holding that foot, stabilizing that ankle. Wobbling is good. That means you're strengthening the ankle muscles. Try to re-get your composure. Good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. A little bit longer here. We're keeping the shoulders back. Don't hunch the shoulders. And rest. All right. Take some time, shake it out. Give the legs a little bit of a rest here. And we will go on to the opposite side. So left arm's up, balancing on the left foot, grabbing that right ankle behind you. All right, and begin putting that arm out, stabilizing that ankle first, bringing that foot back, whoop, and stabilizing yourself. Good job. Recover if you fall. Get back up into it. You're also going to feel a stretch in the right quad here. Keep going. Couple more seconds. And rest. All right. Relax the hips. You might feel that a little bit in the hips. Walk it out a little bit if you need to. All right, next, I want your right foot in front of your left. Your left foot is going to be pointed towards the wall. So you're kind of in a warrior pose. And what we're going to do is, hold on, make sure I have this right. All right, so forward, your back foot, your right foot, your toes are just gonna be angled a little bit out towards you, to your left a little bit. So what we're first gonna do is we're bringing our hands here. We have a nice wide stance, so working on tightening the core and strengthening the legs. Next, we're coming here. Keeping that balance. And then we're coming back. So from this angle, what you're doing, nice wide stance. So we're coming up here, bringing our hands out here, and then we're coming down here. We're coming up here, straight out, and back. Strengthen those ankles, try to stabilize them. Coming up here. Straight out. And coming back. One more, coming up here. Out. And back. Relax the arms, bring the foot in. Shake out the legs if you need to. We're going to switch on over to the other side. So your left foot's going to be in front. So, put that left foot in front, right foot in back. Remember, we're in a nice wide stance. Bringing the shoulder hands here, pressing those shoulders back. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight, hands straight out. And come down. Coming back here, pressing the shoulders tight. Remember, stabilize those ankles. Straight out. And bring them back. Bring them up here, shoulders back, so you're almost looking like a goalpost. Make sure we're breathing. Straight out. If you get a little wobbly, try to strengthen those ankles, stabilize them. Come back. All right, last one through. Coming back, pinching the shoulders tight. 90 degrees with the shoulders to the elbows. Straight out. And coming back. Opening that chest. Relax the arms, bring that leg in, shake it out. All right. Next, we're gonna have leg extension, tap backs. So you're going to balance on that left foot. Right foot is coming back, and you're lifting from the hip, touching the toes down, up and down. So it's going to look like this. Just like that. We're not bending the knee. We're lifting from the hip. Try to stay up nice and tall, so don't try to go forward like this. Stay up nice and tall. Just like that. Then we can put our arms out to assist in balance. So stabilize that left ankle. Right foot is back. And begin. Tapping just the toes down, keeping that knee straight, lifting from the hip. You're going to feel this in the glute right here. You're going to feel it in the hamstring, and the quads. Try to go nice and slow. You can bend this knee just a little bit to give you a little bit more leverage. Keep going. Couple more. And rest. All right. Wiggle out those arms, those hips. Wait a couple of seconds here before we go into our next. We'll go to the opposite side. You can always stretch out the legs here if you need to, if you feel like you're cramping or anything like that. And we're going to go into the next side. So you're going to stand on that right foot. Left foot comes behind us, lifting from the hip, keeping that leg straight. You can bend this leg right here. Hands can come out here or here, however you want to assist yourself. So, and we're going to begin. Just lifting from the hip. So none of this. Don't bring that knee. Don't bend that knee. Keep that leg straight. Keep that body up and tall. Don't lean forward. Staying up tall. So your weight is on this leg. We're just tapping those toes down. You're going to feel it right through here and here. Whoop. Keep going. Try to keep that leg straight behind you. Whoop. If you lose balance, just go back up into it. Couple more. And rest. Good job. Let those hips rest. If you need to, you can stretch it out. I'm going to stretch out my hips just a little bit. I'm going to reach for the floor. Stretch out my hip flexors, my hamstrings, and my lower back. All right. Next, we are going to balance on that right foot. And knees coming up, arm out, opening and closing with the hand and the knee. Stabilize that right ankle. If you fall out of it, that's okay. Go back into it. Opening at the hip. Bring that arm out. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. We'll go on to the next side in about 5-10 seconds. Give yourself a rest here. All right. And onto the other side. So stabilize that left ankle. Right leg comes up. Arm is straight ahead and out. Ooh, let me get more in frame. And opening and closing. Stabilize that ankle. Open and close. Focus on stabilizing that ankle. Try to keep that concentration. Ooh. If you fall out, just get back into it. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. All right. Next, we're going to have abductors. So balance on that right leg. Put all that weight on that leg. We're coming up and down. So if you want, you don't have to touch the ground, or you can tap each time. Stay up nice and tall. Bringing that leg up. Working on those hip flexors and the gluteus. Keep going. 2 more. 2, 1. All right, give the hips a rest. We'll move on over to the other side. So stabilize that left ankle. Put a slight bend in that knee. And right leg up and down. Trying to stay up nice and tall. Try not to teapot too much. You want to stay up just like this. If you want, you can bring up that other arm to help with balancing. If you want it harder, don't tap that foot down each time. So you're going to come up and down. My foot's not touching here. Up and down. You're going to feel that more in your hips, more in your hip flexors. Back into it. We'll do 2 more on this side. All right, and rest. All right, we have 1 more exercise before we get into our cool down. We'll do the exercise on the right and the left leg. So we're going to do our temple pose. So we're going to start on on the right foot. So you want to stabilize that right foot. Left leg, knee comes up. Hands come up above your head touching. Woo. Try to stabilize that ankle. If you want a little bit harder, you can always close your eyes, or you can look up to the ceiling. So this is what it looks like, is I'm balancing on my foot with my knee up. Keep those shoulders back. Keep that chest open. We don't want to round the shoulders. Stabilizing that right ankle. And rest. We'll go on up to the other side. Stretch out your legs a little bit. Wiggle them out if you need to, like I do. All right, now you're going to be on that left foot. Right leg comes up. Hands are above your head. Stabilize that left ankle. And like I said, if you need it harder, you can close your eyes, or you can even look up to the ceiling. Keep that knee up, shoulders back. fall out of it, compose yourself and go back into it. Keep that knee up. And relax. All right, into our cool down. All right, we're gonna do some side taps. Make sure you're always stretching out when you're done with the workout, especially when you're doing balance, because with balance you work a lot of the muscles in your legs. Make sure you're stretching out your legs. If you feel cramps, you can stretch them out throughout the day. All right, nice wide stance. We're doing lunges side to side. Keep the shoulders back. And hold it here. Get into the stretch and switch. One more each side. Whoop. Make sure you keep that balance. And switch. All right, come back up. Fall forward, let gravity pull you down, reach for the ground. Let the head dangle. Or opening up the spine. Reach for one side, twisting that spine here. Back to center. And reach for the other side. Come back up. Bring out that right leg, left leg back, and stretch out those legs. Bring that knee in, leg in, switch around. Bring that leg forward, leg back. Bring that leg in, slowly roll it up. Bring those feet together, hip circles. And reverse it. All right, widen those feet. Let's bring those shoulders back. Nice big circles. And bring them forward. All right, let's bring those arms up and out. Nice big stretch here and down. Stretching out as much as you can. Big hands, stretching out. One more. All right, let's do some neck circles. Big and slow. and reverse it. All right, back to center. Let's take 3 deep breaths in. Last one. All right. So that's going to be the end of our barefoot and balance. Like I said in the beginning, all you're going to need is yourself. Take your shoes off. You can keep your socks on or socks off. Make sure you are in a non-slippery area, or if you are, make sure you have a wall beside you, a table, or you can always use a chair as extra stability. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.